Hi all, I am Dr. Anupama Verma. I am pathologist practicing at Ulhasnagar and Dombivli in Thane district since 21 years. I am pathologist, so my discussion will be pertaining to COVID diagnosis only. In my previous video, I have told you about RT-PCR and antigen testing, which is called COVID-19 antigen testing, rapid testing. Today we are going to discuss about antibody testing. There is so much confusion about antibody testing that is not required. It's going to be used for serosurveillance only. No, it has certain uses in some patients also, and of course serosurveillance is going to help so many of us. Just remember, if more than 50% of our population comes positive for antibody, IgG antibody, then you know that this 50% population has gone through the infection symptomatically or without symptoms. The population has only IgG antibody, so that antibody shows that person is immune to the infection at least for 6 to 8 months. We don't know what happens, whether the chances of reinfection is there or not, but at least till now the research has shown that person is immune to the reinfection from COVID at least from 6 to 8 months. So that means that person, 50% of population is immune to the infection, safe. The people can go to office, although they have to wear mask, but they can go to office freely. Our economy can open up, shops can be open up, we can open the malls, we can open the gyms, and the country rolling can be started. So that has got good implication on overall health of the community. Now what about your patient? Everybody is concerned about my patient because we are talking about doctors and patients. What about them? So let me tell you about the antibody tests which are available in market and how to use them judiciously, effectively, and in the benefit of patients. We have got two types of antibody testing. One testing is rapid IgG IgM kit test, which is based on lateral flow assay. It's like HIV or urinary pregnancy card test. ICMR has given a list of 56 card tests on 16th of June only, that you can use these kits effectively and rely on these reports. Although out of them, later they had given two kits were banned because the effectivity was questionable. I don't advocates those kits. As a pathologist, I know there are better machines and better technology to measure the antibodies. These card tests are basically qualitative tests. They will tell you yes or no, IgG present, IgM present, both present. Only that information they are going to give you. Now, what is the use of other tests? So, other category of antibody test is based on higher end machines, that is based on CLIA, that is chemiluminescence platform, and ELISA testing, ELISA platform. These are higher end machines done by the special technologist and done under the guidance of pathologist. In these machines, the antibodies are actually measured. We get a cutoff value. Above that value, the results are considered positive. Below that, the results are considered negative. So basically, they are measuring it. It's not qualitative, positive or negative. They are actually quantifying. They are measuring the antibodies. So it is 100% more better than the small rapid card test. Hence, many of the pathologists, they are moving towards such platforms and working on this, and results are really wonderful. Now, in antibody testing which are done on CLIA and ELISA, also there are two kinds of tests which are available in the market. We have total COVID-19 total antibody test, and we have other test which is called only IgG test, that is COVID-19 IgG test. As you know, whenever there is an infection in our body, there are three kind of antibodies. One is IgG, other is IgM, other is IgA. In COVID context, the more important antibodies are IgG and IgM. So we will talk about these. The total antibodies, they measure all the three kinds of antibodies, although it is not exclusively measuring IgG. So it includes all, but mainly the main chunk is IgG that the company claims. and the only that is COVID-19 IgG antibody measures only IgG. Now, how to use these two tests for the best usage of this or for the patients? What I'll advise you that you go for total antibodies because it will include IgG and IgM both. You can use the testing in two settings. If patient comes to you, you know the patient is positive, has been positive 2 weeks back or 3 weeks back. The best antibody to be done is IgG testing, only IgG testing. If it comes positive, you know that person is immune. Second interpretation, he is not infective to other persons. So he can go back to the work, to office, to for his hospital if he's doctor or healthcare worker. So only IgG test will tell that person is immune, that is for his own betterment, for the reinfection. Other, he is not infective to the surrounding people, to the community. Now, what is the use of IgG and IgM? Now, suppose the usage is whenever there is a positive patient in a family and the immediate close contact relatives are being tested, although they are asymptomatic and RT-PCR is also negative, you are not sure whether they are still infected, they are having bacteria, they are having virus or not, they are in infective stage or not, they are having antibodies or not. So in such patients who are asymptomatic, contacts of known positive patients, where RT-PCR you have done and they have come out to be negative, there I will advise that go for total antibodies that will measure IgG and IgM. Now suppose it's negative, that has two implications. It's negative, that means there was no infection. Although they were in contact, there was no infection. But their chances are less for that because they were in close contact with them. Now what is the second chance? Second chance is they were infected, but the antibodies have not yet formed in his body. So there are two implications. So in that case, if it's negative, repeat it after 7 days, 7 to 10 days. It may come positive, may come negative. If it's negative, patient was never infected, not going to be delivered. So he is safe. If in second test, the test comes positive and patient is asymptomatic, then you can recheck it with IgG testing, only IgG testing. If IgG is coming positive, then it means the relative is immune and he is non-infective stage. He will not infect others. He can come back to the community. Now, if the test come positive, then you are again confused. It is showing total antibody. You don't know patient is having IgG or IgM. So I will tell that it's positive. Then you recheck it with IgG testing. If IgG test comes positive, that means patient is immune, the person is immune and he can come back to the community from the isolation center. If it's negative, that means the total is positive and IgG is negative. That means which antibodies are there in the body? So total minus IgG, it is IgM. So although this relative is not symptomatic, but he is still not completely immune because IgG have not appeared and total antibodies are positive. So patient is still infective stage. So the quarantine or self-isolation is to be continued. So that is the use of total antibodies in case of such asymptomatic contacts of RT-PCR positive patients. So that is my interpretation. So I will again say go for eCLIA platform or ELISA platform test only. And first you have to advise total antibody because it is going to give you idea of IgG and IgM both. And you don't know your asymptomatic patient is in which stage. He is not in acute stage. Then whether he is having IgM or IgG positive. So better go for total antibody test and then act accordingly with the total antibody testing, total IgG if you require afterwards. Thank you.